In a massive game like Marvel's Midnight Suns, it's easy to miss out on some very helpful things like getting passive bonuses for your characters, amazing ability upgrades to get the most out of combat, petting your dog every day for rewards, yes really, and how to get legendary suits, because that isn't really explained well if you don't know where to look. Thanks to 2K for sponsoring this video, totally check the game out via the link in the video description, a like would really help us out, and let's go. So you might have already taken a few trips down to the Forge, where Tony Stark and Doctor Strange help you out craft useful combat items, unlock new abilities and upgrades for the Abbey. Well, the first pro tip we would like to give you is that you can already get a lot of upgrades pretty early by looking at the requirements at the research station. Each upgrade says what you need to do in order to unlock the project. This may vary from going on a mission with a certain hero to upgrading their abilities, so checking these before going on a mission is super helpful so you can pick the hero that is required for research missions you still need to unlock. And with this tactic you can already make sure that you meet the requirement for many of the upcoming research objectives before you have the necessary level. And if you're by the way stuck on a particular research level but do have a lot of projects of a higher level unlocked, pick a general mission with an artifact as a reward. The rarity doesn't matter as long as you get one. Dr. Strange can inspect them to raise the current level. And there are some great and easy to unlock upgrades to start with, like War Games, which gives 4 cards instead of 3 out of a Gamma Coil. And you also get to pick 2 instead of 1, a big game changer. There's also the Way of the Fang, which after building this at the yard gives you the ability to spend a move point to knock back enemies in combat. And trust me when I say that this has helped me out a lot when I was out of cards, but still wanted to try and attack enemies. You can move them into objects, into each other, or even try to knock them off the battlefield. Later on, you can unlock the ability to add mods to abilities or get bonus objectives on every mission, but my 2 favorites are the item bench and the armory upgrade. The item bench lets you craft combat item cards that you can use besides your ability cards and moves. You need essence for these, which you can gather on missions or salvage from cards. These cards can add an extra move, redraw, or even 2 heroism points to your current battle and don't cost a card play, but will be gone after you use them. Like seriously, these can be the ultimate trump card to finish your mission successfully, so totally use them often. You can only take 1 with you from the start, but you can increase the slots and craft even more special cards over time. And I mentioned the armory upgrade. Now this is how you unlock the amazing looking legendary suits for your heroes. So next to finishing the research project, you also need to increase your friendship level to 5, which is the maximum. We will share tips on how to do this in a moment. Then a special challenge becomes available, and after completing this, the suit and fitting legendary combat ability for the hero is yours. Like Spider-Man's for example, next to its awesome animation, can use 3 cards without spending a card play, which is super useful. The Hunter also got legendary Midnight Sun rewards with a fitting ability, like Blade Storm is one of my favorites so far, where you use your blades to summon a storm to knock a group of enemies back or into each other. It's insanely powerful and I can't wait to see what's in store for the other characters. So make sure you focus on befriending the heroes that you're also using in combat, as it will unlock amazing rewards for them. And don't miss out on activities you can do with your Marvel heroes at the Abbey before moving on to the next day. We already covered some basic things in our previous video, like hangouts, where after a mission you can do a fitting activity with someone of your choice. Listen close to how they react to certain things to figure out their favorite spot, like Tony Stark loves playing cards while Nico loves watching movies. Giving the right gift is also important. You can find these around the Abbey or at the gift shop, which opens at Team Friendship level 2. Reading the description of these gifts will help find the perfect one, like this Spider-Man comic. I mean, that says enough, right? There are also havens you can find thanks to the glowing blue circles by exploring the Abbey. After unlocking these, you can select a character and also pay attention to their personality here to get the most out of it. Magic likes calm and quiet places, for example, so I chose the Quiet Hill for a picnic, which with a book of Russian poetry as a gift and the right choices during conversation gave me 19 friendship points. I mean, that is a big boost. You can also give compliments to heroes in the Abbey after completing a research project, a hero operation, or after reaching a new training level in the yard. Don't make the mistake of giving multiple compliments to the same character in a short window though, as that will reduce the amount of friendship points you get. Also, always do a hero request when you spot one where they want your advice or ask for a favor, and you can basically choose which reward you would like the most. Here you can also spot light and dark choices, so it's up to you if you want to go go in a light or dark direction, with light mostly focused on giving powerful healing abilities, while dark lets you still heal, but also deal damage to yourself. It also gives you the ability to control enemies later in various ways. Now, good to know is that the light and dark choices also impact your friendship levels. But the mistake you could make is just always picking the choice for the direction you want to go in. But while Magic likes dark choices almost all the time, Peter does not, which will result in minus friendship points. So if you think a character will not like your light or dark choice, then go for the regular option instead, so you don't lose the friendship. Because playing either dark or light cards can also increase your current balance, which you see at any time in the hero menu. So make sure you only use the cards for the direction you want to go in, and after creating the Book of Vishanti research upgrade, when you unlock this at research level 4, you can also easily craft dark or light cards to fill up your deck. There are also power cards, which are the more general cards that don't have an alignment, so mix them with those and you don't have to worry about losing precious points. And now that we are into combat, another important thing is that your characters don't get injured. This may happen when they take damage while low health. So it's smart to always have a healer or tank in your party so everyone remains as high health as possible. Otherwise, the heroes will have huge debuffs that can last for multiple days, like not being able to move with Captain Marvel is a huge issue, as this really helps with her photon beam. If you would like your heroes to heal faster, you can build the combat therapy upgrade for the yard, which unlocks at research level 3, to send them there and even get a combat bonus after they are healed the next day. Another way to get a leg up in combat is of course by upgrading your abilities at the yard to increase their damage or add a special perk to them. You of course need 2 of the same regular card before you can upgrade them, but only if they are in your inventory, so remove them from your deck for the time being if you have other cards and can fill it out, and then you can spend the resources to improve the power. If you don't have the resources at the moment, you can always focus on general missions that give them, or salvage cards from your inventory that you don't think you will play anymore. You can always craft these again at the forge with the Book of Vishanti. By upgrading cards, you get a training level, and these can give you some awesome perks, like doing more environmental damage while throwing or kicking objects to enemies. Also, don't forget about sparring with one of the Marvel characters. Not only gives us a friendship level boost, but it could also give you other benefits like combat bonuses for your next battle. They are random but can be of high quality if you're lucky. As you can see here, sparring with Spider-Man gives the party 4 heroism points at the start of his next mission. And these combat bonuses stay with the character until you use them, so you can save them up for a tough mission if you'd like. Combat bonuses do not stack though, so if you decide to spar with him again after a while, it will change the current bonus. One thing to keep in mind here is that daily sparring does cost credits, which you'll need for the forge, yard and war room upgrades. So only spar against a character you like, or gain more credits by picking a general mission with that as a reward. Next to combat bonuses, you could also receive an arcane key while sparring with a character. These keys are needed to open chests that are scattered all around the abbey, which contain cosmetics like face sigils, color schemes and new outfits. They reset after a couple of in-game days after opening them, and you can check your map to see which ones you can visit again with an open or closed icon like this. A key can open any chest no matter the rarity, so it is smart to focus on the higher rarity ones first. In fact, I would leave the common and rare chests alone for a while, because there is a way you can open them without a key. This is all about your current arcane level. Now, the higher the level, the more rewards you get out of arcane chests. You gain this through a lot of things, mostly through inspecting every item you come across while exploring the abbey. Seriously, if you see something new to look at, just press the button and you'll receive arcane knowledge. In the library of the abbey, there will be new books to inspect every day. Oh, and did I mention that petting your dog helps too? Do this every day for some arcane knowledge. At level 4 and 5, you will be able to open low rarity chests without a key and can easily get some nice rewards. So patience is key? Pun intended. And next to these chests, there are also other mysteries to discover and solve on the abbey grounds, like a grave puzzle, which is over here on the map, where you need to find a couple of wooden dolls in the area to reveal a hidden epic chest, or stumbling upon a church, which you'll find over here, where you need to use your words of power to reveal hidden passages to get to a secret location. So please don't leave the abbey for what it is, or you'll miss out on hidden rewards. And to get back to your dog Charlie for a moment, she can be a useful asset as well, as you can take her along with you while exploring outside. She can find chests for you, for example, which is really nice. And also sometimes while petting her, you may receive other rewards like upgrade materials for cards or outfits. We hope we prepared you with these awesome tips to make everything a little easier, and we will highlight the most powerful character in a future video, so totally subscribe if you haven't already to not miss any Midnight Suns content. Check the game out via the link in the video description. A like on the video would really help us out, and you can check out our previous video where we go over what Midnight Suns is and the basics by clicking on the screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!